Brosplay! Hey, welcome back. My name is Mitch, and this is Figverd. He says,
I just saw something moving, man.
Yeah, you're about to see. Actually, if you remember my In My Travels Dark Souls 3, which to me was the pinnacle of In My Travels. Not to say that it was much of a pinnacle. It was
there
just,
two?
No, like there was more than one In My Travels.
Yeah, there was only two, right?
Yeah.
So the pinnacle is,
So this guy was from my video.
What the hell? What is this?
I just did that the roll stagger on him. I've never done that before.
On a massive enemy.
And it's because I was rolling off an edge. I guess it like for some reason considers me like way stronger. So Sigvard just told me like he's mad at me because he wanted me to wait until he figured out how to fight this guy.
Oh, okay. And does he ever figure it out if you wait?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. So he's like, you should have waited, but there's like I couldn't have done anything better, Sigvard.
Yeah, you didn't give me other options. You didn't tell me when we could go. When am I waiting till?
Well, it's just like
I'm not a patient man.
The illusion of choice, right? There's times like BioShock Infinite does it really well, where they're like, it's your choice, but there's only one option. Oh fuck, that's right.
So how far away do you have to be for that?
Pretty far. I actually thought he was glitched.
I knew though. I saw that something was coming. I just assumed you had it all under control.
In Dark Souls, never assume I have it all under control.
Created by the giant blacksmith of the gods.
Yes, no
Can
name.
only be used with great bows.
They didn't even put his name in there. You'd think the giant blacksmith of the gods might have a name.
Yeah, like Lokvar or something.
Yeah, hello, I am Lokvar, giant hand of the gods. Sorry, blacksmith. I do not know I am Russian.
I am not giant for good. I am
that?
giant for regular person.
She spawned under the map. She's under the bridge.
Oh, she is. She's, yeah, very much half on the ground. And she does have a pretty weird, spiky...
Oh, if she can hit me from here, I'll be very mad.
I think it's getting blocked on the bridge. Oh my god, you're done. Oh, I thought you were done for. You got clobbered.
Yeah. It was indeed clobbering time.
That's essentially a KO right there.
That was a KO.
You would have been done for.
That always makes me laugh when I see a person get caught. They're falling in a movie, and somebody catches them, and they're going at the speed they were falling.
And they're fine.
Yeah. Happens in Ratchet 2. Happens in, like, Superman's.
My favorite explanation of why that makes no sense is when Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, he says, so you've got her falling at a rate of 9.8 meters per second squared. He used whatever the American version is.
Right.
And he said, so by the time she falls the 40 feet to the ground, she's moving at a really rapid speed. Superman swoops in, grabs her with his arms of steel, cutting her into 3 perfectly even pieces.
That show is one of the only shows that's ever made me laugh all the way through, but it also has it has a weird hole in it where if you hear it without the laugh track, you realize how awkward it is. But at the same time, it has a laugh track.
See, the funny thing is you've mentioned that to me, so I always keep that in mind when I'm watching that show, and I find I rarely, like, I tend not to laugh when I hear the laugh track. I tend to laugh at jokes that they didn't even put a laugh track in for.
Yeah, I laugh at
So I don't know if I'm
unintended-
stupid or smart. I can't figure out what that's supposed to mean.
I know exactly what you mean, because I'm a I'm a real big fan of Russian Badger, and I've watched a lot of his videos several times. He has this video called Peter Parkour, and he has this one part where he says that there's this other girl who really likes Spider-Man, and she's a reporter, and she follows you around reporting on every good deed with her giant microphone. And I don't think the giant microphone is supposed to be funny, but 4 times I've watched that video, and it's the only part that makes me laugh out loud and hysterically. And it's just like, to me, it's delivery, it's everything all at once. It's so funny to me.
It was like we were watching a review, you and me, years ago. It was the Escapists review of one of the Assassin's Creed follow-up games.
Yeah.
and he's saying something about how you have to beat enemies like you're trying to light a match on their face. But he ran out of breath halfway through, so he's like lighting a match on their face, and it's just like
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept it in. He totally should have re-recorded it, but it was just the funniest part because you could tell this rant had just taken it all out of him.
Maybe that's why he left it in.
Probably, yeah. He heard it and he's like, "This is pretty good. I can deal with this." So where is your buddy? He doesn't seem to be doing
fucking damn it.
much.
I think he died.
Yeah, he did, or at
Yeah.
least he's down for the count.
That's so weird because I've defeated him. Oh, you know what it is. I know what it is. You know what it is.
You know?
You know when you know when you know. The first time I did it, I wasn't like, I've been putting all my points into intellect because I'm gonna get a thing that makes my damage really high. Do I have a magic stone? Nope. So I'm fucked. I'm quite literally dickered.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm
What are
gonna
you
move
gonna
on
do now?
until I get a magic gem, and then we're gonna come back.
Oh, so we can't fight this guy.
I mean, we can. It's just that my intellect boosts my magic.
Dude, I don't know if you're gonna make it through here.
Woo! See, playable area.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, I told you.
That's pretty sweet. And even if you had survived that fall, you would die anyways.
Because all of the dudes?
The two dogs and the dude, yeah.
The two dogs and the dude. An unorthodox round small shield covered with leather.
Homeward Bound.
You ever see that movie?
Homeward Bound?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a movie.
Yeah, it's a really sad story.
I'm not a huge fan of sad movies unless they're, like, fiction.
Oh, sorry, what I meant was, sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of sad movies if they aren't fiction. Bitch. That was, sorry, I missed that part.
Oh, okay. Never interrupt a bitch.
Oh, Jesus, I can't believe you made it through there.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
No! Oh my god.
Right,
oh my god, the pot throw.
going.
Whoever decided that they should throw those cauldrons is my favorite developer.
Oh, yeah. You know that was Hidetaka.
And just the force with which they hit you.
The person that thought we need to make them comically move in a different direction. You know what I'm thinking about now? Is I probably should have gone down this direction first because I know there's a bonfire close to here.
Oh my god, really? I was
It's 'cause
wondering
it
if there's
wasn't-
anything down here.
It's not normally this hard. I'm sorry.
It's normally not this hard because I'm better.
Well, it's like what you said on Bloodborne. A Let's Play is almost always a subpar run.
Yeah.
And a subpar conversation.
Depends. That really does depend on the game. But I find it's very hard to do the actual playthrough of a game properly when you're trying to carry on a good conversation, not just a conversation.
Yeah, it's why... Fuck you. Oh, motherfucker.
And it's not just like a regular conversation where it's like, oh yeah, look that up. And you're just like grinding away and the other person's on their phone. Like this is a full-on conversation. I'm demanding your attention while you're fighting this freaky snow guy. Right? It's confusing, it's hard, it's frustrating, it's fun.
Fuck.
I feel like if it wasn't all those things, it wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah, we've found that consistent games are the best.
Holy shit.
For us, at
you talk
least.
you call this consistent?
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, that's what I like about... This is a weird realization I've...
You gotta get him now.
A weird realization I've had recently is that I'm really not a big fan of boss fights. Just like all games. There's very few where I've been like, fuck, that was cool. And it's because they usually detract too much from core gameplay.
They stop forward progression.
And I'm a big fan of core gameplay. And that's why there's one guy in here, he's in one of those optional areas, which is why it's so cool. I think he's called like the Old Demon or something. And he's a really cool fight. He's got great visual clarity and all that other fun stuff. And then he also drops the best pyromancy tome in the game. So just everything about that guy.
It's your favorite, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Seriously, people.
You're done.
See, this is the frustrating thing about Dark Souls, is that the more times you try something, the less patience you have, which increases your likelihood of trying it again.
Yeah, so you gotta just wait for them to go by, or at least wait for them to clear the bridge.
I'm trying to
Then you
bring
can
like
make it.
I'm trying to bring forward progression to the audience, but in doing so, am creating
Delaying us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, we'll keep it.
One
It's
game.
also getting hot in here, and I'm getting antsy, but that's fine.
One game I actually did really like boss fights in is World of Warcraft, because the game is designed around boss fights. When you fight a regular enemy, it feels dissatisfying because you can't build up your full like explosive damage on him.
What I would have liked from WoW is less enemies that are more significant. It's got a shit ton of those, like, kill 15 of these dudes. And I think it worked pretty well in the beginning of the game, where it was like the game was simple, your character was simple, but as you got like 30 moves
Yeah.
going up to like the high levels, like killing 15 dudes means you're not even doing your full rotation, and that was kind of not satisfying.
That was a shitty thing. It's like press 1, and then at the end of that cast bar, press 2, and then press 1 again, and then that guy's probably dead, go and loot him.
Yeah.
But don't you think WoW would have been an amazing game if they made like a 25 or 30 hour single player experience?
I think even less. Like, that would have been a great game. Oh my fucking god.
No, but I mean, but if you were going to do it as a single player experience, you would put a storyline in it. You would have the progressions of moves make sense. You know, you play like 4 hours, and by the end of 4 or 5 hours, you've gotten most of your toolkit or whatever. I think it would have been a lot of fun. And it is a lot of fun. It still is a lot of fun. It's just that it asks too much of you.
Too much time.
And it asks not how good are you, it asks how long are you willing to buy our game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think has always been frustrating to me, is that it feels like sugar. It feels like added sugar. It's there more to keep you coming back than it is to give you something in the first place.
I love your thoughts on added sugar.
Oh, man. Don't even get me started.
What's it doing there? No, this is the show, brother, where
Well,
you get started on stuff.
My big question is, when you add sugar to something, there's no flavor to that sugar. It's just raw, better taste, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So when someone's like makes a sauce and then they say, oh, and you throw in like a tablespoon of brown sugar. Why? You already put onions and tomato sauce. There's other shit in there that's supposed to have flavor.
Yeah.
What's the brown sugar for? But yeah, like I said, don't get me started on that shit.
Well, you're gonna have to, because I gotta defeat this shit-ass boss, and I didn't foresee the issue with putting points into intellect. This guy's too fast. This is the point where I was talking about how in the tutorial, or like in the beginning area, I was like walloping people with fire. This guy's too fast. I can't use fire against him effectively.
And what's kind of ironic is that the two enemies you're having trouble getting past, one is fire and one is ice. They're both too fast for you.
This is the Tower of Fire and Ice. It's a pretty interesting correlation. The cool thing about Embers is that not only do they increase your health and let you summon people, but they are also a heal.
Really? If you need them to be?
It also full heals, yeah.
I just love how not stealthy you are coming over that edge. You wait for them to go past. Oh, he hit his buddy.
Did he?
I think so. You might have knocked him with your roll.
Maybe.
Yeah, you knocked him with your roll, probably.
Bro, don't knock me with my roll, bro.
Bro, don't knock me with that roll.
You remember, I mean, it's like a popular meme now, but you remember the Do You Even Lift?
Do you even lift, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't remember the original, no, actually.
Oh, the point was, like, that was one of those things, like, it sounds innocent, but he almost got in fights. And people kind of took that and then pushed it, and there are channels now on YouTube that are dedicated to that kind of antagonistic stuff. And there's been times where, like, police of those towns have been like, stop doing this.
So what exactly are they doing? I don't know.
There's some people, like, there's some channels that will, fuck, I was supposed to have an ember on. God damn it. This guy's so hard.
He seems hard.
I'm gonna try another ember, and I'm gonna see, let's see if I can do something. I can apply fire, I think. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I can't apply... What? I can't apply fire to my right hand? Why? What the fuck? Does it have a fire gem? Did I put a fire gem in this thing? Oh, it's a deep battle axe. You can't apply damage to it.
Why?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Why can't you apply damage?
Sorry, you can't apply anything to it. It already has an effect.
Oh,
it already
okay,
has the deep effect. All right, well, I'm going to try... Fuck. Fire.
Well, that was effective.
Yeah, we're going to go into that pretty soon. Just my issue with that whole thing.
Okay, so what whole thing?
This is what I keep doing. As I keep waiting too long. Fuck, I hate this guy. There was nothing I could do there. Okay, there we go. And then that, and then that, and then heal. Okay, that's it. That's my problem, is I was waiting too long, and then he was going for the attack when I was trying to heal.
Or when you're trying to throw, yeah, okay.
I got lucky.
You at
on
least
that
got him, yeah. Souls!
It's not important.
Then there's not very much.
Just, I'm not gonna die.
For the souls, yeah,
For souls,
seriously.
like I always grind.
Yeah. Okay. Yes! Okay, what were you saying about, do you even lift, bro?
Sorry, that was like, if that didn't go well, that was gonna be real rage. And I like to keep the show
True anger.
light.
Are you actually mad? So yeah, you even lift, bro?
Yeah, it's just like the people, there's whole channels where they go to like poor neighborhoods and they just like steal people's phones. And then those people beat the shit out of them. And it's like they're painting these people as villains. It's like,
sorry,
you're
wait,
stealing the... So
what does this have to do with that?
Like, that was where it came from. That whole, like, you go up to somebody, you start something, and you film it, and you make it all, like,
But they're actually stealing from them.
They're taking them, and then when they're hitting them, we're like, it's a prank, bro, I just wanted to see the time. Like, they're just being fucking dumb people.
Oh.
But I really want to show you this. So this is a great example.
Still illegal.
See this guy?
Yeah?
He's, like, really, like, this is, like, nothing to him.
Yeah, waiting for you.
This is an example of, like, teaching you about a character in a controlled environment.
Oh my god. What the hell?
The first time I watched that happen, it was just like wide-eyed, like, holy shit, are you kidding me, Dark Souls?
Well, especially because you didn't have that pacing that I had. You just ran up to him.
Yeah, I walked up to him like, what is he? And then he just starts transforming and screaming. It's amazing.
The enemies in this game are phenomenal. So that's the goal, is to kind of clip them before they expand.
Yeah, exactly. That was it was both to teach you what they do, but also to show you there's this huge opportunity to take them out before they reach full form. Because these guys
have the same
really
amount of health,
hard.
though, right?
Yes, but they do this like jumping attack that's so hard to counter.
That's why they're giving you a lot of opportunities to get the drop on them.
Yeah, and the little plunging thing. The Shriving Stone is cool. It changes the So the reason why I'm putting intellect into this weapon is because when you get a magic gem, it makes your weapon scale based on intellect. The Shriving Stone changes the scaling to something else. I don't know what it is, but...
Not for you.
The reason why I hit that guy with fire is because there's a guy to the left that makes this... Like, these guys seem like they're a pretty good opportunity, but the guy on the left makes that different by shooting a fucking fog of poison.
Yeah, what the hell?
And he's got fire. Like, this game just doesn't stop. I love it.
I love how unique the enemies are. I really do.
Like, how many interesting, unique enemies have we gone into? And we have played 3 hours and 20 minutes.
We've probably encountered 4 or 5 completely unique enemies.
There
Like
are-
ones that are beyond unique. Like the sorceress, the guy with the pot, that guy right there, plus
the normal
the sword
undead,
master.
like, there's so many.
So many enemies.
And it's like, there's
Whoa.
some games. I love this little area. This is neat. This is like one of those dudes.
How do you even conceptualize this kind of a level? There's so much to it.
I don't know where it was inspired. I would really love to know more on Miyazaki's inspirations. Because I found a couple. Like Ratchet and Clank with the looping levels. The way that MGS3 hides items off the beaten path and shit like that. I think those are probably inspirations. But where he came up with his ideas for vertical level design, it might be based on how two-dimensional games had to design with up and down because there was no other dimension. Like there's left and right, up and down. You kind of have to take advantage of up and down. And I think when they made the change to 3 dimensions, a lot of developers were just like, whoa, flat levels.
Yeah, they just thought, okay, well, now it's a map.
Yeah.
Instead of being a scroll, it's a map. But to do this, like if I was to try and visualize a world like this, I would actually have to take a CAD software and build a really, really, really crude model, like
they do.
Like imagine Forge without textures.
They do design the entire thing in 3 dimensions. It would not surprise me if they make miniatures, like out of like
Probably physical
like
miniatures,
foam core
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, like the way that you would design a house, and it's like original.
I guess that's the thing. I forget about how much work goes into this and how many hands are required.
This is also game 5.
Yeah, in this progression, that's a good point.
Demon Souls, I think, was 2006 or 5. So it's like 10 years in the making. I just loaded up Dark Souls 1 again the other day. The impact you talk about, like with the when you hit, it is not there in the first game.
Not the same way.
It's just like it's soft. Everything is just like just kind of like it doesn't have that. I think this is a huge compliment and update to the game. I think this is like about as close to perfect as games can get.
This is as close to what you think they're shooting for as they've got.
Yes, which is why Miyazaki has said that he's probably done with Dark Souls. And I would say that leaving it at a healthy point is probably good. If he doesn't feel like he has any ideas, like the last time he tried a new IP was Bloodborne, and it's phenomenal. So like, I'm excited. Like, I have a feeling that when he says that, he doesn't mean like I'm gonna be directing the next Call of Duty. Like I think he means like Dark Souls is done. But
yeah, we're gonna move on to something.
Yeah, like there's still it's probably gonna be a Miyazaki-esque thing, the way that Demon Souls and Bloodborne and Dark Souls all feel similar. He's probably gonna come up with some radical idea, maybe Bloodborne 2, who knows?
Bloodborne 2, bring it.
Whatever it is, I hope it runs at 60 frames a second.
That's all I care about. Give me that 60.
Dude, Neo runs at 60 frames a second, and it has a movie mode where you can update the graphics on PS4 and have the game sit at 30 frames a second.
Really?
On PS4, it has graphic settings.
That's pretty sweet.
And it has a third option, movie mode, with a variable frame rate.
Ooh.
I actually think that would probably actually work better than 30. That
You
game
think so?
It's not. I tried it in 30 just for kicks. It is not designed for 30, so it doesn't
Oh.
work. Games designed for 30 can work. I still think they would be better in 60, but a game designed for 60 running at 30 is just trash. It's just hot garbage.
I guess, yeah, because there's precision built into the game that would be lost.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a good analogy for it, because I think that's probably the analogy I would use in other situations.
Well, just imagine it simply as you have half the amount of reaction time.
Yes.
Essentially.
Like Shadow of the Colossus was designed for 30 and runs in 30. It has a motion blur to try to create a smooth transition from frames, but it's also a game that has very little going on. You're dealing with one giant monster. In a game like this is 60 right here. Or maybe this is like, I think it's probably mostly 60 and then like kind of dipping every so often. But it needs to. Dark Souls 1 runs at 30, and you can get it running 60 on your PC, and it's like, holy shit, this game is so much better in 60.
Night and day.
Yeah, and they've never gone back. Bloodborne, well,
Don't go back,
no,
people.
Bloodborne was 30.
Because look around. Look at this forest.
Look at this is the Crucifixion Woods.
Whoa.
It is one of my least
And that
favorite
iconic
places.
castle.
Yeah, this is the castle we came from.
Woo!
Thank you for joining us. Shit, that was supposed to be in
Yeah.
unison. You want to do it in unison?
Yeah.
All right. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah.
That was a weird handhold.
No, it was a great handhold. Talk shit about my handhold.